Guys, hey guys, BJK here, and you already know what time it is, so let's get started. Starting with Paul Shanks, he has 3 questions. 1. Of all the Keyblade Masters from Kingdom Hearts, which ones do you favor the most? That's a hard one. I personally don't know. But I'm sure my favorites would have to be Riku, Aqua, Terra, Sora, and please don't hate me for saying this, Master Xehanort. Number 2. Which character has the best monster form? Paul, BJ, Willie, Wolfstar, Wesley, Sonic, or Johnny? I'm not sure. I've never really seen Wesley's monster form. But, personally, I kind of like mine. I mean, how could I not? I mean, yeah, it's me, but hey, I handmade the form. Well, for Sonic Unleashed. I want to continue working on Sonic Unleashed, but someone, I'm not going to say who, kind of took the fun out of it. Well, once I feel ready, I'll get back to work on it. But yeah, my monster form has to be my favorite. Do you sometimes like to call your monster buddies as part of your family, or more than just your fellow adventurers? Well, I'm not sure where to go with that one. Kind of depends on our bond. I mean, we're definitely friends and fellow adventurers, but you need to have a pretty high bond with me for me to consider you family. I mean, I can say that we're family, but on certain situations, it kind of depends on our bond. Next! Sebastian, the UA hero, has 2 questions. BJ, have you heard of this game known as Lost Planet? No. No, I haven't. But I'll try to check it out when I have the time. Do you know what games, shows, movies, or anime you're making adventures in? Games? I don't know. Shows, I'm definitely doing the different My Little Pony generations. Still gonna work on Generation 4 as well, don't you worry about that. And I'm also gonna continue in the different episodes of Happiness Secret of the Lock. Movies. Coming up soon is BJ's Adventures of My Little Pony, The Princess Promenade. Coming out 1st of spring. And I also have another idea for a movie. However, it's a sequel to Mario Odyssey. And I want to tell you guys, but I also don't want to spoil what it's going to be. But I promise, I think you guys are going to like it. As for animes, I don't know. Next! Aiden Golembwinski, I hope I said that right, has 3 questions. 1. Will you do BJ's Adventures of Open Season? The first movie. I don't like the second one or the third one. I don't think so. I've only really seen scenes of that movie, and, I don't know. 2. If you and Amalthea have a son or a daughter, what would you name them? I haven't really thought about that. In fact, I haven't thought past, well, but she is something special. Ah! Not now! Later. That's embarrassing. Seriously, though, I'm not sure. And 3, dude, did you not hear the rules I made? I thought it was quite clear not to ask, ugh. The reason why that's one of my rules not to ask that kind of question is because I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to add you. It depends on the adventure, alright? You'll appear when you appear, okay? Jeez, I thought I made that clear. I'll cut you some slack and say you might have not heard that part. Look, I don't know when I'm going to add you. It depends on the adventure. It depends on what I write you in. Okay? So, I don't know. Sorry if this doesn't answer your question, but I don't know. Next! Dylan Gillis asks, Question 1. BJ, what is your favorite Nintendo game? Now that's a tough one. But I think the ones I like are Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Sonic Frontiers, Splatoon 2 and 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and I think one of my most favorites would have to be Pokemon Sword and Shield, with the Island Armor and Crown Tundra updates. I felt really connected with Sword and Shield, and I definitely loved the 2 DLCs. I basically based my character's world around that. It's where he came from, and, well, also, it's the only place where you can actually catch Keldeo without him having to be a part of a whole mythical event thing.
Next! Alright.
Wolfstar Convoy. My good buddy. Hey BJ, I have a question. What is your relationship to Calorex? We already see you praise your 3 mentors, the Swords of Justice, and you have a very close relationship to your parents, but we never hear anything about Calorex. You think of him as another mentor, father figure, maybe grandpa? Hoping your family are doing well. Well, me, the Swords of Justice, and my mom have been doing great. Still haven't met my father yet, and I'm not sure what to call Calorex. I mean, I never really knew him. Oh, hold on, everyone. Oh, hey, Mom. What's up? Oh, one of the guns need calibration? I think I can help him with that. Alright, I'm heading out. I hope my dear doesn't mind that I answer this for him. You see, he would have been very close to Calorex. Even though he was a king, he was still a grandfather to him. Always caring for him when we couldn't. He would have been a great grandfather, if only we weren't separated when... Oh. Damn you, Eternatus. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Fare thee well. Hey, what were you doing, Mother? Oh, just, keeping an eye on your recording, and all that. Okay. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to help Terrakion and calibrate one of the weapons. But I hope to meet him and my father one day. Hopefully I'll be able to see him like a grandfather. Next. Dragon Chris asks, do you plan on doing some new drawings in the future? Well, I have been planning on doing some custom recolors and redesigns of Fecto Elphalus from Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Spoilers, by the way. Next, Zexal Wielder asks, BJ, when are the Swords of Justice coming back together? Well, we are back together. I'll make a video in one of my stories about us coming back together, but in the meantime, we are together. The reason why you don't see them in any of my adventures is because they are helping Pokemon in the particular world we're at. But they'll make an appearance soon enough. Next! Willie Diaz asks, BJ, I got a question. What is your favorite meal? That's a tough one. I have lots of favorites. Though, I remember when I was young having a kind of curry. I don't remember what kind, though. I've tried to recreate it, but never could. I'm missing 2 ingredients. Next! Alex the Red Airbus asks, did you hear about the new SpongeBob film revolving around sand? I have not. I'll try to check it out when I can. Brian Correa's new channel asks, which is better, Pokemon or Digimon? That's a tough one. Both are pretty great in my opinion. Christopher Branch asks, have you seen any of those Twilight Saga movies? What? Can't say I have. Quan asks, would you ever eat a tomato berry?
No, so much no.
Those things are way too spicy for my taste. Though, don't try Chef Kawasaki's toxic atomic curry. That stuff will melt your face off. Hard to believe that the Smash Brothers took that as one of their items. Last one is from Melody the Unicorn. I might not be subscribed to you, which is fine, but I know your relationship between you and Amaltia. How did you two meet and fall in love? One of my friends, Wesley, actually made a video on that. I was feeling lonely because I didn't have someone to love on Valentine's Day. I was on top of a clock tower and I dropped a rose because I knew I would never have anyone to love me. But when I went into the forest, I saw her, and it was love at first sight. She actually had the rose I tossed. I might go into more detail, but yeah, that's kind of a summary of it. I'll have to find and link the video. And that's it. That looks like everyone's questions. I'll see you guys next time for one of my adventures or maybe another Q&A. Who knows? Until then, see you later, and always stay magical.